Okay, I'm Ken Dreesen, and this here talk is about the long count Aquarian and long count Aquarius. Now, the way I look at it is that Aries and Ram were like so dedicated to the alphas of the community that it was like operated on slavery and or just a total command, like everybody kind of followed along, like to make the pyramids or to build anything. It was all for the life of the alpha, and that seemed like the organization of the time of Moses. And they interchange a little bit because money was introduced at that time, and it was part of society also, but a big part of it was slavery. And then the next eon is Pisces, and that is has to do with the fish. And then in the Bible, they have the story about fishing and leading men, and the way that we really are led is through money, and that is the Pisces stage of humanity, because rather than be a slave, you have a carrot, and then the carrot is the exchange of goods and services, and that's how we're led, rather than slavery, which seems like an advance, but then it has its own downfalls and problems for some people, or its own biases. And now we are, I believe, like the first time experiencing a thing called Aquarius, and that is the water bearer. And with that, we all become like water, because there's like 7 billion of us on the planet now, and the old hierarchy and vertical organization around the few, and that kind of a control of the many through a monetary system is like over now. So what we have realized is that we have a collective Homo sapiens scale awareness that we never really had before, because we have some satellites in space and have traveled to the moon, whether or not you believe it or not. It doesn't matter. We can see the Earth from above in the day and the night, and see our lights, and see ourselves, and that is a next level of awareness, and a next intelligence or cognitive ability to be able to think of ourselves as members of a far bigger adventure for us all together, and that is infinity. You see, in the religion, we all really want eternity. We want some kind of eternal connection. So that is what is offered by the churches and the conventional religion, although I don't think that it's something that can just be offered, because we all have a part in it. Because most chances are, in the long run, going in the direction we're going, we will go extinct or near extinct. There will be apocalypse, just like, the Bible says so. But if we keep acting as we are, then Bible prophecy or not, the current direction is not a positive direction. It's not loving, it's not giving, and it doesn't give us all our part in time and in humanity and in evolving, if you want, or growing or creating our own destiny in infinity, in eternity, in time everlasting. It's always going to be here in the physical realm. There always will be time. And unless we can find something that is scientifically proven, that gives us some kind of a connection to eternity, it's more mythical. It's just something in your mind. And if it's going to be more than something just in our mind, we're going to have to work together as a species and have goals for the future of humanity, like, one that we can see any time, in our own lifetimes, is the fusion rather than fission. And I know I'm a big believer in that. I really think that if we had the power of the sun on Earth, like fission reactors are done with heavy elements like uranium, and just as well as the first atomic bombs were. And then they used that reaction to set off a fusion reaction, which is the process, so I understand it, of taking hydrogen and heavy atoms of hydrogen, like tritium, deuterium, and tritium, and then that makes a hydrogen bomb, which is like 50 and 100 times stronger. So it makes sense that when we do get a workable fusion electricity generating system, we'll have all the energy that we need. It'll be an advancement of humanity that'll be so far ahead of the stuff that we're doing now with this fossil fuel age. That is what we need in order to go on to the next million years on this planet, if need be. And the only way out of it is either extinction or is learning the whole universe and becoming part of the whole universe simultaneously, like the unified field theory. Yeah, it's not solved, and I don't even know if some of those other things like Big Bang and other stuff in wormholes and some of that stuff, it's pretty cool, but I don't know how scientifically based it is. So all I'm saying is, in order to really understand the universe and become part of it, one of my sayings is that we are part of the universe becoming aware of itself, and that's as a human species, as a mammal, and all the other stuff that is proven and is true and wonderful to see around us, is pretty amazing to be a bipedal primate creature. It's like 1 in 7 billion. Glad to meet you.